been more keeping to myself for the past few weeks, except for these videos, really. Just been busy working, gaming by myself or with my girlfriend more, and just spending some more time to myself. And some of the subjects and some of the topics on social media and on my channel, and I've noticed a number of channels right now are kind of heavy. So I thought I'd touch on something a little lighter, a little more positive, and kind of get back to like this constructive stuff we've been talking about with dealing with potentially narcissists and like toxic people and kind of weeding them out of our life. It's kind of an ongoing project, and I thought I'd do a short video just kind of throwing it out there, like, what's the point of this? Why am I keeping this channel of all fucking channels going and talking about this stuff? Like, I could start a mental health space or something. The point is that, like, I kind of want to be as transparent as I can, and at the same time, like, I just kind of still, like, want to, like, I want people to see the story, like, where I come from, and they can benefit from that, maybe not make some of the mistakes I made. I'm sure there's people, and this is kind of part of the reason I thought of making this video, is like, I'm sure there's people who can go back and see maybe me saying some things that some like cringe shit, like acting kind of goofy, getting suckered by people and kind of bullied around and shit, and it's kind of embarrassing. And I could delete it, I joke about deleting fucking everything. I've done it a few times, but like, I want people to benefit, like, then see how I came to the point that I'm at now. Like, my takes weren't always this great, but part of it was getting a lot of really toxic influences out of my life. Some pretty nasty people who are really manipulative. Some are very narcissistic. Also, just like dealing with a lot of like echo chambers and the crab bucket mentality, and people who are very condescending, and they just suck. Like, something that was really hard for me and something I've been working on is learning to enjoy being by myself or just with my girlfriend. Not feeling like I have to have a room of people that are giving me attention, being, having like an audience all the time. It's not the easiest thing to give up. And I think people underestimate how powerful having like a vicious, very aggressive audience capture can be. It can be very difficult on mental health. And I follow a lot of like YouTuber drama and stuff, and like just people online, like still follow like some people you consider a lolcow or whatever. They a lot of them, they really lose themselves in this kind of like all this drama that keeps them an audience. And I feel like there's been several times in the past that I could keep going, and kind of like hammed it up a little more and leaned into the drama. And like, y'all have heard the expression like failing up, right? Like, so a lot of these people like Andrew Tate, I was reading a thread on him, he failed up. Trump failed up. Like, a lot of the people who are seen as these successful businessmen are a bunch of frauds. And so I'm not here trying to sell you some fucking ivermectin or whatever. Like, I'm just telling you how I deal with emotional issues. And like, there's a lot of things I can be really upset with, right? And there's a lot of like hard things people know about that I've gone through with all this stuff to get to where I'm at, and I could let it eat me up, I could let it destroy me. But end of the day, like, there's two things. So one, it's kind of made me more stronger as an empath, like able to defend myself. I've learned the language of these abusive people over the years who grew very fond of gaslighting and making fun of me and trying to upset me for their entertainment and for you know, easy clicks and views. They make money off of my content without like actually adding anything to it. You know, their ridicule has made me such a better person, because like I actually listened to some of it, I actually read it, and then I learned to discern what was garbage and what was genuinely like people wanting better for me. And I think I've become a way better person. You know, I've learned how to like not be taken advantage of as much, as well as just learned to better myself. But the other important thing is that like is something that I think is everyone should, you know, practice is self-control, and it's helped me a lot with my self-control, is, you know, taking in consideration something that like I've known, but you know, it's like you gotta put it into practice, and sometimes like we slip up that you can only control your own actions and yourself. You cannot control what other people do. Even in my time in working in management, like you can try to influence people, what they're gonna do, but at the end of the day, you can only control yourself, and you have to kind of go through life accordingly. Might seem a little pedantic. Okay, wow, it's like one of those things, like your phone is off, and then you turn it on, and this guy comes up to you, starts like hitting on you, and then like you get a phone call right on time. And I wanted to finish this, my phone overheated. You know, it's just like I was saying in one of my recent videos, that it's okay to be a little selfish. I think I should reevaluate that statement. It isn't selfish to take some time to yourself. In fact, you should learn to enjoy taking time to yourself. And I don't think that necessarily there's always good people telling you that. I think that's something you have to learn for yourself, is to enjoy. You have to learn how to like enjoy giving yourself a little space from people, because people will just take you for everything. There's some really shitty people out there, unfortunately. Reason why I kind of tied all this in with everything, with my story, with like censorship and online, you know, metadrama and stuff like that, is there's a lot of angering things. There's a lot of angering things that can get you, you know, they can get your juices going, and you could probably get a lot of clicks. You could probably make some money off of it. You know, you can end up really embarrassing yourself, like some people do, like FouseyTube, or like, you know, there's some people, I just won't even say their name, like it's so disgusting and like pathetic on here, just displaying how pathetic they are on social media for like some clicks. You know, I think it's good to decompress, it's good to take some time out, it's good to discern what situations and people are good for you. There's things you can do, like go for a walk, you can do some art. I even make these videos, and it's a way for me to kind of get my thoughts down, so I'm not just stuck thinking and ruminating on them. And so that's kind of the point of this whole video and where I'm going with it. I'm holding a iced coffee in this camera, so I think I'm going to cut this video, and it wasn't supposed to be that long, but I just kind of want to give you guys some of my thoughts.